Hey, how you going, guys? Welcome back to another Bozzkuvapekrew Vape House Review channels with me. Right now, we are at 8:32 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in this live. I think there's about six of us in here, and also thank you so much for participating in my live yesterday. So today, as per normal, I'm just gonna talk about something about model special, another my new up and coming model. Not up and coming. Pretty much, he's a legend. He's already there in the market. It's just that I'm doing my bit for the VIP community to show them that you know what, from the down under in Australia, we have one of the most famous, I would say, local Coil Maker here, and he has been very active in the social media itself. Uh, you know what, guys? I'm not going to waste my time. He's always been on social media. I think you guys know him as Lordy or Matt Lord. Let's put on Matt Lord to the show. Hey, Matt. How are you,
Hey,
brother?
good.
Welcome to Bozzkuvapekrew, another Vape House Review channel, Modest Edition, and you are one of the models that we have recognized.
It's because I fixed a few stuff ups.
Sorry, bro, you're dropping off. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
man.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, so who is in the room? Michael Delam. New model now, I start new model, Mike. Just playing around. He's actually a model already there in the market. So all right, just a quick brief about Matt Lord. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. Hello, Sheriff. Hello, all the way from Egypt. All right, Sheriff is from Egypt. Welcome to Bozzkuvapekrew Vape House Reviews. Okay, so just a quick brief about Matt Lord. One thing I know about Matt Lord, he's a coil maker. He's also a repairer. He's also what else is there? So he fix things when stuff goes wrong, especially for your
Yes.
BBs. You see, especially for mom's key as well. He's one of those guys who I know who can fix the mom's key. Yeah, man. Pretty much, Matt does a lot of everything, and he does have his own website as well. He's from Lordy Customs. You do have a group, yes. It's Lordy Customs. I will put up the link below. Once we along the way, we'll put a link. So Matt Lord has his own Facebook group called Lordy's Custom. Am I right, Lord? Matt,
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Lordy's
Yep.
customers,
Yep.
VIP
So
level.
Lordy Customs. Yeah, man. So he has been a very active, I would say, call maker, who has been going on live on Facebook, on in the vape scene as well, sharing his knowledge and showing what is troubleshooting. He gives out tips to BB users and a lot of other users as well. So yeah, man, Lottie, I'm not gonna say talk a lot about so much. Tell me, Lottie, why tell us about yourself, Lottie. Lottie Customs. What made you? Give me 1 second. What made you made in Lottie Customs? Is it purely because of passion, hobby, or is it just something that?
Well, it all
Yeah,
come about because we used to use a certain brand of coils, and the
yeah,
coil maker he decided he had enough and he stopped.
yeah.
Um, so I don't know. Me being a bit of a tinkerer, I was encouraged by a friend of mine.
All
So
right,
I got to making them. I got pretty good at them, and
all
then
right.
sort of went from there. And
So
then
how long?
yeah,
How long has it been? I mean, when do you first started?
um,
I think this is the
end
question.
of
Yeah, how long have you been
2000
started?
and end of 2017,
Two thousand.
2018, I started just building for me and a few friends,
All right, right,
and
right, right.
then yeah, 2020 we turned into Lordies.
You tell
So
legit.
yeah, losing a job due to Corona helped push that to go that way.
Lottie, if you look screen, yeah, yeah. If you look on your screen, I'm not too sure whether is it the left or the right side. I think there's comments coming in for you. From Sharif, hi man, nice to see you. Good luck in upcoming projects. Yep, yep. Monty, good day, guys. Hello, how are you? Theo, the ugly folk. That's been a decent call. All right. So Lottie, so you started back in 2017, which is just about 3 to 4 years ago, and then after that you pretty much you've been doing it, practicing it, and you got pushed by a friend to move ahead. You know what? Let's do it legitly, make it business. What made you do
Yeah.
that push?
Um, well, I had free time, pretty
All right,
much,
right,
because
right.
of I'm a tradesman. I'm a painter and decorator by trade,
Yeah.
and when Corona come about, there was no work, so
Mm,
I just had all this free time, and I thought, hell, why not? Let's give it a go. So then it
let's
just
give
took
it a
off from
go.
there. Yeah,
Well
pretty
done,
much.
well done, well done, man. Yeah, man. So, in during that time, how many coils? Were you just thinking about doing coils, or you were just thinking about tinkering stuff as a business?
Just
Whichever,
doing coils.
just doing coils at first.
Yeah.
Right, right. So, on your first note, when you went to decided to become a legit call maker, was there any challenges that you face?
Um,
Because there's a lot of other call makers here in itself who's been doing it for a couple of years as well before. But was there any challenge that you faced during that time
finding the
to put your
wire,
brand?
mate, finding wire and quality. That was one of the
Right,
biggest challenges because in Australia, we don't have the access like the USA and European countries that have been vaping and well established. They
right,
have access to wire manufacturers and guys that are already gone through that.
right.
So nearly all my wire is imported still,
It's
which
still
is a
important,
shame.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, when you import it, you have to call everything on your own. It's not pre-made; it's everything handmade by you, QC checked
yeah.
by you before it's been sent out. Right, right. So when you initially started, how many sets or how many different? I know there's a lot of different type of calls. Call style. Were you specifically doing just one style of coils? I mean, like just like Claptons or Aliens, or were you doing
Yeah,
everything?
I stick to the two types of coils, so Clapton and Alien.
Yeah,
Um,
right,
I usually only make what I vape, so pretty much like I can make other
right, right, right,
coils, but I don't enjoy making them. So I've got to love the coil to make it, if that makes sense.
right. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, right? Because I know that as a coil maker yourself, I think if time, time to prepare them, to cut them, and everything, I think it takes a lot of effort itself, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know, yeah,
and I
man.
still work as well.
Or you still work as well. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's going to the next question actually. So what do you actually want to do when you were growing up back then? And what was actually was there a full time career before you became Lordy's Customs or before that?
Well, I never really thought about what I wanted to be when I was growing up. Really, I sort of,
I
I
think it's
sort of
because of
just
COVID, everyone changed.
Yeah, I sort of just took every job as it come,
All
and then
right.
I fell into the trades. But now I'm getting a bit older. I'm not so good climbing up and down ladders and stuff like that. To be honest,
All right. So all right. Okay, just a question. Up to date, Lordy. How many coils have you done so far? Up to date. From okay, do you have a head count of how many coils you have made?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
I
really? It's
couldn't
a
tell
lot.
you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there'd be a lot, and there'd be kilometers
Oh,
of
there's a question that for
kilometers
you.
and kilometers of wire stuff ups too. You could probably fill bins with how many I've stuffed up.
Okay, okay, Lordy, it's a question for you. So, Lordy, I make my own coils. So, can you give an advice on which wire company is the best?
It's all subjective.
Subjective,
Most coil makers will have their preferred brands.
right?
Um, like I use Twisted Messes, so some of the ones I use is Twisted Messes,
Hmm.
um, Wire Optimum, Coil Society. So they're just a few that I use. Um,
Right,
it's just they all offer different things.
right,
So
right.
and There's a few good Facebook groups if you're wanting to build. Like there's Coil Wars, Coil Smiths Down Under, and there's a lot of experienced builders in there that'll give you knowledge as well.
Right. There's another question that comes in for you. Do you recommend Sandvik from Michael Delam? So Michael Delam is all the way from Alaska. So he's asking whether do you recommend.
4 years later, and I still don't know the difference.
To be honest with you, I don't know what's the difference. So that's why I keep on asking you guys. Hey, guys, is this all right?
I know it's a different type of metal they use and the wire, but I really couldn't tell you like the big difference between it all. The way I test wires is I actually make coils, use them. We stress test them.
Yep.
My partner is one of my biggest critics. She vapes mech mainly. So yeah, she'll that's crap. Don't use that wire. I think trial and error is a lot of it.
Right.
And look, not one man can build everything either.
Right.
It's the same as tattoo artists and because coil building's an art. And there are some really wicked coil builders out there. And not one person can build everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy because to me, when I look at the coils, I can't tell the difference. Only you guys coil makers, we only can feel how it goes. And I know that is very, very, very detailed as well. I mean, you guys have to really look. I did some research a few days ago. Fuck, when I was looking at it, I was like, shit, how you guys really look into it? Oh yeah, yeah, man. It's so confusing. To be honest. Okay, let's take for example, right? I'm a newbie. Okay, all right. When I look at a coil, for example, if I take something like this, a coil. Right, I was looking at it. Shit, how do I read this? Oh, what is this? 3x28. There's a lot of funky numbers along there, and it's like suddenly it's like ID 25, ID 2.5, ID 3. So it's like when I look at your website, all right, and this is just looking at your website. It's like very clearly detailed. This is one thing I like about Lordy's website. Guys, if you guys have some time, thank you, Theo. So Theo just posted a link to your website as well, I think. If you guys have time, take a look at his website actually. And if you guys look at the coils, every coils are actually detailed very beautifully. 5 reps, a 3mm ID, which is your inner diameter, and Lordy has just put everything in detail, which is actually beautiful, you see. And
on my cases though, I only have the bare minimum, so the name and the ohm.
Yep.
So all the added info that I kind of went against the grain of what the coil makers were doing.
Is it normal?
Well, no. A lot of the coil makers do put the specs, the ohm, everything on the coil. But I just wanted to keep it simple.
Nice.
For the people I was kind of like you, Hideo, at the start. I didn't care what all their numbers said. I just wanted it to vape good.
100%.
Yeah. But there are guys that want all that information. So that's why I have it on the website.
Right. Because as for me, I'm a OCC coil user, means pre-made coils. So pretty much from my understanding is either I know is it a 0.3, 0.7, 1.0. That's about it. Is it a mesh or is it a cantle? And that's it I know. But when it comes to coil building, especially for RBAs, that is where people always get confused. You see, sometimes this 0.3 is different from this 0.3. What's the difference? The diameter is a difference, the material is different, and also sometimes when you look at those Facebook posts, you saw them. This guy is also having a .3 coils. How come he's having a the crackle sound pop 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 pop? It's like a ramping up. So the ramping up also plus the material does make a difference, and there's so many factors that adds on to get that performance or to get the flavor or the value that you actually want.
And you get
So
that with different brands of wire as well.
yeah,
So it
that's
could
why.
be exactly the same wire,
Yeah,
but different brand, and you'll get
right.
different results as well.
I see. I see. Is there any point of any kind of a coil maker's signature style of doing their coils, or using a material? Is it true that is there such thing as that?
Look, my signature is my BB.3.
Yeah,
I don't release the specs of them.
yeah.
They're my own personal creation.
Is that
And
the
I'll
BB
never,
trees?
yeah, yep.
Ah,
So
right.
these ones,
The BB trees. Ah, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes. Those were my first ones that I bought off from you to really go, and I got 20 of them here.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I did that personally because I thought it was like a
Your personal
little,
signature.
yeah,
Beautiful. What about the Beats 28? That was after the Kurch was launched.
yeah.
What,
Because
what
that's
made you make that? That's the biggest question I have. Did you make that when you launched?
because the Kirch, the posts for the Kirch were different to all other RBAs, and I didn't have a coil pre-done for that. So that's why I released the 28 series.
Right.
But then it was like, well, hang on, people want these for pandas and exos and cubics,
Yeah.
and so I give the 4 options,
Yeah.
so you can really pick what you want. If you want it legs this way or
Right.
legs that way, or
Oh, that's the way. The
yeah,
1, 2, 3, and 4. A different position, different style.
is Lordy sober? I like that. Yeah. I'm on the Pepsi
Yeah.
Max now.
He's sober. So that's a question. Do complex builds really give more flavor, or is it just a myth like staggered, twisted, dragon, and other type of builds?
Personally, Aliens Tricore Alien gives the best flavor for me.
Tricore?
Only because it's spitting that juice into your mouth. So it tends
Right.
to. That's what the pop and crackle is. It's actually spitting the juice.
All right.
When you get up into higher ohm stuff, like this sort of, that's a coil made by someone else actually.
Yep.
It's all personal preference. Vaping in itself is personal preference.
Right. There's a question also coming in. Lordy, have you messed around with Nifotel? What is that, Nifotel? I've never heard of that.
No, I haven't yet.
What is Nifotel? From Michael. I've never heard of that before.
I've never played with anything that's temp control either.
Oh, right. And I understand that temp control is usually being used with Dicode's chip. Am I right to say that? Or
Yeah. Some use it with the DNA as well, but it's a lot to do with programming and ramp up and ramp down and getting the heat right.
Man, that is too much, bro.
Yeah, it's same with me, man. It just goes over my head.
Clapton's help for musician. Right. So coils. So yeah, man. I think I would say I think most of them have given the thumbs up, the bigger polls. Thank congratulations in advance before I do my presentation awards. Yeah, man, you have been voted for one of the best call makers in Down Under. And you were up against I think about 8 or 10 call makers actually. So you're one of the top 3 and you went on top. Apparently there's so many votes for you. Congratulations to you on that. And also Lordy, what else is there? Yeah, so Lordy, what about repairs? So someone did text me before, ask Lordy about repairs. When you first started to really become a serious repairer in a way?
I'm still not serious repairer. I help,
Right.
I help friends out. I help people.
Mm,
I don't really make a lot of money off it. We've just started putting most of the repairs through the website, stuff like that.
right, right.
Um, a lot of it was just the old Aussie spirit, help a friend out if you can.
Mateship, they
Um,
call it.
yeah, yeah. But you also got Theo. The main
Yeah,
reason we all started was because there was nowhere to repair our stuff here.
in down under,
Because
yeah.
when we got into billet boxes, like way back at the start, um,
Right.
you'd break something and you'd have to send it away. It'd cost you that much in shipping. Like you could nearly afford to get another one. Like it was just the shipping to the USA is just crazy if you want it shipped express. And
100%.
no one wants to wait,
Yeah,
three
true.
months for their mod to come back. So, or if it comes back with Australia Post nowadays. No.
100%. Yeah, man, 100%. I totally agree. Look, I am very happy to have like you and Theo Nestora from Admiral Mods. I mean, you guys are, always out there, especially in the Australia vape scene. I mean, you guys are really legends. You guys really help out to repair the stuff and gears and all that, which is, I think, it's an absolutely the best of customer service. Actually, I do get a lot of feedbacks here. Um, Give me 1 second. Is the background music? Can you hear me? Is it better now, Grant? Yeah, I think the background music is interfering. Okay. Yep. Who is this? Scotty. He has gotten me out the poo poo many times.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why Scotty got that custom screen that time.
Oh yeah, that's using the E scrap. Yeah, yeah, perfect. Yep. So
Yeah.
where was I just now? Shit, I lost my track. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, man. We are very lucky to have both of you here actually in Australia, so that we don't have to ship out overseas. We save time, and I think it's a blessing. I mean, especially for this region. I'm not too sure about the other countries, but I do know one or two, but they are not so familiar compared to you guys. And I think also Theo was one of those has been recognized as one of those licensed official repairer here in Australia
Yeah.
itself.
He's
Yeah,
an official repairer for a lot of the high end mods.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
why.
if
Yeah.
you do have high end mods, hit up Theo first.
Right,
Because
right.
being
So
able to get hold of the parts and stuff
it's much
is a
more
big
easier.
win. Yeah.
Oh yes, I could agree. Especially if it's coming from China, it will take some time to arrive, or from the US as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Theo's direct with the modders themselves. So
Right, 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 right.
no one's an official billet box repairer. Billet box doesn't have official anything.
I I can't imagine if I want to send back my BB back to BBV just to get it repair skin. No way, man. It will take time and it costs. I mean, anything to ship out of Australia is very expensive itself.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Like shit. Okay, Lordy. So, Lordy, we have been following your group for quite some time,
Yeah.
and I think is it yesterday that you have launched something saying that you guys are expanding or something, and straight
Yeah.
away I was like, oh my god,
Yes.
this is crazy. All right, Lordy,
There's
please share with us what is actually
some big
happening with Lordy
news.
Customs. Yeah.
So moving forward, so my dream for Lordy's, well, when I first started, the whole thing about buying coils that I wanted or liked or different vapes, like if you look at what I've got going now, you know, like I have an assortment of Borrow and Mech and, regulated,
Yep.
which all require slightly different coils. Um, so I've been chatting to a few builders. Some I've followed for years, some are up and coming ones. And they're gonna come on board. So
Oh,
Lordy's not only going to sell Lordy's coils, but he's also going to be stocking Sinistar,
right.
some Sinistar, ohms by OE, And hopefully
Shout out to
more.
them. Shout out to all these coil makers. Beautiful.
Yeah, Adam Postons, which is Sinister. Man,
Yep.
he does a remarkable job. I've actually somewhere here. I've got some mech monsters from him, and I've got some Fralians as well.
Nice.
The mech monsters go perfect in a mech borrow mod as well, so you can use them as single coil in there.
Right, right.
That's currently what I'm running in here.
Ooh.
You can see why that, I want these guys on board. And as I said at the start, not one builder can build everything. It's just asking too much of one person. So instead of me trying to overextend myself, I thought it'd be a good idea to not do a collab as such, but get everyone together on sort of the one platform.
On one platform, yeah.
Yeah, and then it gives the end user more options as well.
Yeah.
So some guys may have never heard of Sinister, or some guys may have never heard of, Ohms by OE or other builders that I'll bring on board.
Yeah.
And, hopefully we can all offer something a bit different.
Right.
So my plan at the start is we try not to overlap. We try to get the best of the best from each of us and get it all on there.
Yeah.
But it will take time.
Right, right. So that's a very fantastic idea, actually. It gives them the platform as well to get themselves known that they are also in the market as well. And also, as a mateship as well, we push up each other on one platform. That's actually a perfect idea, actually. Very beautiful idea. Wow, powerful call by Albert Ting, all the way from Malaysia and Daniel Farr. Hey, what's up? How are you, brother? Yeah, man. So I got this live today.
Also, to me, vaping was about the community.
Yeah.
So as we're all in all different sorts of groups, and it's one thing I hadn't seen on a lot of vape shops or a lot of websites, or there wasn't, like, us as coil builders, we should be boosting each other up.
Correct.
Rather than trying to tear each other down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have a community, so where people can come, they can get all their favorite coils from all different builders, get all their cotton from all different cotton source.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what I can provide, but time will tell.
It's like the ultimate AIO all-in-one in Lordy's.
Yeah. Well, I'm going against the grain.
No harm trying. Always try. You never know. You never know.
Exactly.
That is what I'll keep on pushing, keep on trying, see whichever works. And also, Lordy, talking about that, how many call makers are there actually here in Australia? That's my biggest query.
Oh, heaps.
Curiosity, actually.
Yeah, there's lots.
There's lots. Oh.
Yeah, there's lots. Some guys just do it for themselves. Some guys do it for the art. There's a very art side to making coils as well.
Right.
Some guys do it for just pure production.
Production.
So like you got, like your Cloud Rev, your Mr. D's, partly me as well now. The Sinister production. So we're pumping them out for people to use.
Yeah.
And then you've got your hobbyists, so they're just building for the love of building.
Yep.
Or they just build for themselves.
Yep.
So it's been
it's quite a big. I think man. When you tell me this, in my mind, I was like, shit. I went to a few vape shops here as well. I cannot say the name. Man, they do have limited numbers of coils, and I think it's just consumer-based preference that they bring in these coils. I'm not too sure, but man, this is actually a fantastic idea. You could gather all the coils from a different brand under one roof and just portray them. Guys, this is the number of coils, means you have this number of builders in the market. You see, then from there we can portray the numbers of builders in the market. Then we can go against, like, all right, let's try this coil from this brand. Let's try this coil from this brand. That's a very, very fantastic idea. Very,
Yeah.
very. From Grunge, can we still order extra crackle?
Always look.
Oh, man, I really
I'm
envy
a
you
crackle
guys.
chaser. I
Well,
love crackle.
we know one guy here who's in Bozzkuvapekrew that he's a crackle master.
Oh, Monty.
Monty Cracker.
He's the crackle god. We refer. This is Monty Crackle.
He has become a meme. Well done. Well done. Boom, boom. I might have to build a few coils for you. All right. Boom. Build the coils, man. Build the coils on. Hold on. Scotty Natch. Excuse me. Oh, Scotty. Is he the next crackle master?
Oh no. We're gonna have a crackle off between Monty and Scotty.
Hey, you know what? Actually, that's a good idea. We should have a competition. The loudest crackle.
Yeah.
Free coils for the loudest crackle. That's a good idea, actually.
I'll win though, because I'm gonna put it in a bucket so it echoes.
Name a coil after Monty. Whoa, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good idea.
That's a good idea. You know what? Sometimes the name based on marketing, it does help to push. That's another idea. Thank you, Daniel. You just gave me an idea.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but the problem is when it doesn't crackle, because look, I've been asked 100 million times about crackle, right? It is definitely down to your wicking. Whether you use cotton bacon, KGB, Kendo, Cloud9, some cottons will hold up better than others, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about your wicking.
You wicking good, you're vaping good.
Coil,
that's about it.
I could wick the same coil 5 times and get different results every time.
Right.
It's definitely wicking. Yeah, exactly. Wicking coils juice.
Yep. Wicking coils juice. Perfect. Okay, Lordy. This question has come up. So, what was the hardest coil design that you have done up to date? The hardest for you as a coil maker that really blew your eyes out, your brains out.
That I sell or that I've built?
That you built.
That I've built.
That.
Fralians were a pain in the butt.
Really? What? Okay, what is Fralians? Tell me, I'm alien to this.
They got 2 wires as frames with all ribbon in the middle with an alien wrap around it. They were a pain because I'm all thumbs. I could get the alien wrap, no worries. It was the setup was a bit hard and tricky. That took a while to get.
How long does it take?
Some coils you work on for weeks and months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So when you saying that, as in a long coil, you take weeks to do it, or
no? Just because with aliens, one stuff up, it's in the bin. There's no, like a Clapton coil, you can literally unwind and go again. With other coils, you can't do that. You make a stuff up and then the whole setup, you have to start all over again, pretty much.
Right. I didn't know that.
So, yeah, a lot of... So that, like, aliens are the one that's been production by a lot of blokes because obviously they produce good flavor.
Yep.
But, yeah, if you stuff up while you're doing the outer wrap, you pretty much stuff the whole thing. And you can pick it up again and go again.
Right.
Tri-core, 4-core, 10-core, SFCs.
Yeah.
Man, they are a nightmare.
Really?
I don't have the eyesight that I would like to have.
Yeah.
Because you're putting a really fine wire in between other wires. And you've got to line them all up perfect.
So it's very, very fine. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Chloe's in the house. Hey, Lordy. Guess what? Guess what, Chloe? Okay. So Fralians is the most hardest call that you have to ever make.
That's the one that took me a while to get. Like aliens, I got down pat pretty quick. Fralians, the setup gets me. I can do them, but it's not so bad.
Right.
SFCs, like 2-core SFCs, no problem.
Sorry, what is
When you go
FSC? What's that?
staggered fuse Clapton.
Oh, right.
They kind of look like a ladder out of Donkey Kong. Let's show my age now.
Okay, guys, whoever is actually a newbie here, we are talking about the core designs, and whoever just joined in, yep. So we're actually talking about the core designs. You know, sometimes when you put in your course, you don't actually look into it. Finally, you just read the label or 0.3. Yep, 0.3. You put it in your RBA, it reads 0.3. Yep, this is 0.3, and that's about it. No one actually goes into the, I said it's a coil, you look into the coil, oh, this is how it looks like, right? So actually this thing is the one that makes it crackle or makes your flavor goes up. This is very important to know. Very important, guys.
Yeah.
And I think the best advice that I've had, thank you, Monty. The best advice I've had is that anything that you're putting in your RBA, especially for the billet boxes or for the Boro, it's always recommended 2.5. Is it true? I know there's sometimes we go up to 3.
Look, I'm with Monty on that one. 2.5 is probably the biggest I'll ever go in an RBA, only because you want that airflow.
Yeah.
So when you're talking flavor, you want, heat, juice, cotton, airflow.
Yeah.
If you're suffocating either of them,
Yeah.
so if your juice is too thin, you're probably going to lose cloud. If your cotton's packed too tight, if you've got no airflow around the outside, all you're going to do is cook your juice.
Yeah. Right.
So
right.
It's a combination.
Right. Guys, if you're not too sure, I'm talking about 2.5. We are talking about the diameter. Am I right to say that, Lordy?
Yep. The idea.
So 2.5 is the diameter inside here. So these are the ones that, this personal preference in terms of, so 2.5 diameter is the internal of it. So one thing I find about the 2.5 or any lower or 2, I find that it's very hard to pull the cotton through. Am I right, Lordy? It's a very fine thin cotton, isn't it?
Yeah. It's it takes a bit of trial and error for sure.
Right.
We're all used to using 3mm ID. Then we go to the Boro world and it's all smaller again.
All smaller, make a micro. Yeah. Very true. It's a personal preference. Yep. It's a personal preference. Yeah, man, that is one of personal preference that I've been following 2.5 and it works fine. Only certain bridges like the bridge D, we are able to put on 3. Am I right? We put on to 3 mils on the bridge.
3.5 in a bridge if you really want to go it.
That's the maximum before it hits the roof, isn't it? That we can go.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, well, it's a maximum before you choke it.
Right. I think it depends on the shape of the RBA itself.
Yeah, and same as the XO V2, that could take a quite chunky coil.
Oh.
But the same thing, you've only got 1 point of air induction, so the air's coming from 1 point.
Right.
So that air's got to split in 2, go around the coil, then up. So it's I don't know. Personally, I think 2.5 is where it's at for RBA.
Yeah, but man. Remember this thing, 2.5.
I do have a lot of people using NI90. I have a Catch 22 coil, which is an NI90 coil, so it ramps up super fast. And it is a 3mm ID. And like Chloe, she uses it in a Haku Zeta. So
the Catch 22s, she swore by it, if I'm not mistaken. Catch 22s, one of those I put it in my dots actually.
Yeah.
I put on my
and
dots.
It'll be a warm vape, but if that's what you like, that's what you like.
Right. I found 3.5 in the Panda, too restrictive. Oh, I didn't know you can go 3.5. Oh, this is my first. Matt Hanna, 2mm is perfect in the truss. Oh,
definitely. There's not enough. The wick ports aren't big enough in the truss to go too much bigger. You get a 2.5 in, but
that means your cotton must be very, very, very thin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then you run the risk of burning your cotton in half. We've probably all done that.
Then you have to dump your juice. Then redo it again. Oh my god!
Or it dumps for you. Right.
I think that is every that was the first few days when I started doing with Monty. I had a video call with Monty personally. Monty, this is my first time doing a mini RBA and I have no freaking idea what to do. So he taught me how to do it and everything. And I think I have to dump the juice a couple of times. I think I put in the wrong coils actually. I put in a big ass coil. I think I'm not too sure. I think it's a 4 millimeter. So because I'm just a normal consumer, so I don't know how to do it. I was like, shit, how do you do this thing, man?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's then after that when he told me about using a 2.5 and everything, it's perfect. Firebolt strips. Yes, Chloe, I was just about to say that. So then I got to find out about this the cotton that has the shoelace at the side, the shoelace cotton. And Lordy, please tell them. So that's another surprise by Lordy. Another big surprise by Lordy.
Strips.
Yeah, so
they're not. I don't know if I'm ever going to go that route because they're not great.
Really,
they're not fitting in 2.5 ID. So you actually have to cut the lace off, which is a pain in the butt.
Right. Damn,
I'm trying to find a manufacturer that'll do laces for 2.5 ID, ideally.
But damn.
It's hard. Language barriers too. So I have a friend helping, but yeah, it is hard.
All right. So Chloe said, yeah. So there's a firebolt pack that comes with different sizes in one.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe
I'll be looking to stock them, Chloe, because a lot of people have been asking for firebolt. I have Cloud 9 on the way. I have Kendo. I've been looking into Kendo with Hadir, and talking which is better, original or gold.
Yeah.
But you got to think too that I'm only one man.
Yeah,
so everything we've made from Lordy's is going back into Lordy's.
Correct.
And some weeks, because coils last too long, which is bad business practice for us, some weeks I don't get an order.
That's true. That's quite true. Okay, Lordy, one person was asking me, bro, how long does the coil last? So let's say if you build an RBA, you put the coil inside, how long does it actually last, Lordy?
How long? Look, from a scientific point of view, I would say you should change your coils every 3 months regardless.
3 months, guys. 3 months. One coil in an RBA.
12 weeks, you should change it regardless if it's still working like brand new or not.
Right.
I've been guilty. I know a few mates. Like, some guys have got over 12 months out of a coil.
Oh, shit.
I'm notorious for cracking the shits with crackle. So if it doesn't crackle, it gets ripped out and thrown in the bin.
But how do we know? How do we know whether the coils really can be used? You see, because for our normal pre-made coils, you know that when you're not getting the flavor, the taste, feelings like shit, this thing's burnt, as out, you go. But for RBAs, we can change the cotton and re-wick again, and we put it back again. But the integrity of the coil, how do we know that it can go for it? You don't, right? You
don't. That's why I say, personally, I say every 12 weeks you should change them regardless. Just because, due to the factors with when you're heating and cooling it all the time, metal will break down.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm no scientist. And I'm definitely no doctor.
Yeah.
Because I self-medicate with alcohol, so I'm not a doctor. But I think rule of thumb, an average set of coils set you back, $20-25, somewhere there. So say you pay $25, you get 12 weeks out of that. You've done well. It's still far cheaper than sub-ohming. I mean, sub-ohm, I get 3 days out of a Zeus coil, and then it's in the bin. So.
All right, what's this? It usually takes 3 weeks to a month for coil to lose the crackle and notice a change in taste. In taste, if you are a chain vapor like me, right? True. Scotty said he lasts 2 to 3 weeks. There we go. Two to
Yeah.
three weeks on the coil. Right, right. I have someone who change every month for keep on changing the coils. Oh yeah. Hey Lottie, just a quick question. Are you going to start doing mesh coils?
Mesh? No. They're the staggered fuse Claptons I was telling you about.
Oh right,
Like
right, right.
there's a really good builder over in the USA, Nick. He does 10 like 10 wires and they're all strapped together.
Right.
And you can actually use that staggered fuse for a mesh.
Right.
I'd love to build up, but from a selling point of view, to sell
It's
those
expensive.
coils, the cost would be astronomical. Like,
But mesh coils, I did a project back then when I showed to you that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did a mesh coil on a truss, and I would say the flavor was beautiful, but it's just that it looks bloody as ugly because the whole mesh instead of rounded, it becomes a square mesh just to fit the roof. Other than that, I didn't face any issues on other stuff. It's just that the integrity that's what fears me because it's not designed to go into the RBA. So I was just like mucking around. You know what? Just give it a go and see how it goes. And yeah, man,
And
X1. Oh yeah,
that's the other reason I'm choosing to go down the path I'm going with Lordy's website
yeah,
is to bring on other builders, showcase their stuff
yeah,
because some of their stuff is unbelievably good.
yeah.
Like, hopefully tomorrow I'll have the Sinister stuff up on my website.
Beautiful.
And like, I've been trialing them, and mate, you can't go wrong. And a few other guys. So you'll hear Ohms by OE. He's coming out of the woodwork. He's just starting out.
Yep.
There's a few other guys that'll come on board.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we can keep the quality like right up here, like usual.
100%.
And yeah, offer everything to everyone. So
Yep.
maybe we get some exotic coils from the USA. I've
I
got a
did
few
one.
mates over there, so
Yeah, I think I did one video. I can't find it. It's the AK-82s. It's said to be from the US on my recent video I did, but it's
yeah.
handmade in Philippines. So I'm not too sure whether is it made in Philippines or is it made in the US. Man, the coils mad in a way. The way that when if you see my videos when I press the dry burn, when I did the dry burn, it turned a solid blue and it sparkles for a while. But after 3 days, I think because I've been using it, pumping it almost every day for 3 days,
Yeah.
it just dies out. Is it normal for that, Lottie?
That's just due to wire breakdown, really.
Right.
And cotton. Cotton sag is the biggest crackle killer.
Right.
So if you like, I use my favorite cotton is Cotton Bacon Prime. Everyone bags it. Some don't, some do. I find it holds up. It keeps its density. Where other cottons, there's a few other cottons. I don't want to name brands and stuff, but there's a few other cottons. You'll get a good solid 2 days out of it. Perfect. Day 3, instead of being sort of like nice like this, it just goes, and you get that sag. So then it doesn't draw up the juice like it should be. If that makes any sense to anyone.
Yeah. I'm just trying to imagine it. Yeah, it does make sense actually. It does make sense. Oh, you see, Lottie, you have a lot of X1s for the mesh. Am I right, guys? X1 for the mesh. Lottie, do the mesh, man.
No, I'll get another builder for that, man. I'll go insane trying to do that mesh.
I mean, yeah, we had some chatters a few months ago about hey, you know what? We not had a real proper mesh for the RPAs for the borrow world. That would be a pinnacle point That will be another game
It's
changer
because
as well.
mesh sucks.
Cotton ham, right?
If,
All right.
if anyone's ever had a dry hit off mesh, you would
Uh-huh.
understand why it sucks so
Yeah,
bad.
it pains. Yeah.
Oh mate,
Ah.
it is the worst, and it comes unexpected too. Like
Right.
it'll be vaping fine all day, mesh, and then all of a sudden you go to take that big toot, and it's bam, dry hit, 100 watt dry hit and mesh. Oh no,
Drive hits
I've
of
never been a huge fan of mesh.
mesh. Right.
Um, it was good if you squanked because you
Yep.
could keep it nice and wet.
Right.
But in tanks and stuff, you're bound to get 20 nice hits and just that one eye-watering killer dry hit. It's horrible.
100%. Okay, Lordy. Just another question I want to put in. So, Lordy, since you have been bestowed the name of model by
You're
by
right.
the people for the people, right? So, why do you think modders only do limited numbers of products?
I think a lot of it's due to their workforce.
All right. How many are
Um,
there, sorry? How many are there in the Lordy's team? Is it just you or?
Me and my partner.
All right.
My
Right.
partner runs the books. She's helps with website and stuff like that.
Yep.
Everything else I do. So she runs what the government wants to know, and I just run everything else.
You've been governed. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But I think it's a lot to do with the workforce and
right.
time, because the minute you tell the public you're doing something,
Right.
they want it now. Like no one wants to wait.
Ah.
So that's a big factor too. So, for them, and you always get that one person that goes, "I'll buy it next week,"
Yep.
and next week, and you just can't keep everyone happy. I
Correct.
really think it's due to workforce numbers. Unless you outsource, and then you've got the problem of losing quality. You can't maintain quality if you outsource.
Right.
Because they're going to make it, then you got to quality check it, got to send it back. I'm just talking about other guys, like, so all the like protocol and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm sure it's due to numbers and how much they can physically make themselves.
Okay. So, what is your vision then for Lordy Customs 5 to 10 years from now? You guys have been open.
One-stop rebuild shop. 20 years ago, that's what I'm working towards.
100%.
You come, get your cotton, get your coils, you get some tools and jigs.
All in one. Yeah. So, Lordy, where is the furthest country that you have ever sent? Or how many countries that you keep track of? Germany
was one that I was worried about when I sent there because their laws are a lot stricter than ours. Look, if people are happy to pay the postage, we're happy to send.
Yep. So you have customers in Germany.
Yeah, we have New Zealand, Japan, USA already on our shipping list. And it's hard because of the postage quotes.
Yep.
Because yourself, when you send stuff, it doesn't matter if it's this big or it's this big, they charge you this big. So it's crazy.
The tax, damn it.
Yeah.
The tax.
But if more people from certain countries want products, I'm sure we can look into it and try to make a fair price to cover everyone.
Right.
Because when shipping overseas too, we need to add a little bit extra so we can insure the products. Because there is possibilities and highly likely stuff does get lost.
Right.
So as a business, we need to be able to recoup our money so we can, therefore the customer can recoup theirs.
Correct. Fair
Yeah.
play. Yeah, that's a fair
Yeah.
play actually. So Lordy is going global. Yes, Lordy is already global.
Yeah.
Congrats, Lordy, from down under. And also there was a request from Malaysia's side, from the Southeast Asia as well, to try out Lordy's calls. Yeah, man, Lordy, you are going places, my man. You are going places actually. So
And in saying that, shipping to other countries too, Hadir is offered to help as well. So we
yeah,
can organise between ourselves that we can
yeah,
ship stuff out.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Look, and we are here to help each other, and I'm very happy, and I think I've been a loyal supporter to you too. In a
Oh,
way,
for sure.
yeah, man. I mean,
Oh,
my
oh,
the boys have been supporting you as well, and the community is very tight, which is good. Oh,
get him
yes,
on
yes.
Lordy's.
So yes, Bozzkuvapekrew is also on Lordy's Customs. If you guys want some, it's already on his website as well. And also, guys, what now the biggest moment of truth, Q&A.
Oh, here we go. No.
Q&A, man, Corrigan, thank you so much, brother. Like Q&A for the viewers, we have about 18, 19, 20 viewers on my live right now. On this live, we have 20 viewers. I'm not too sure if you can see this. 20 viewers, guys. You have any Lordy's, please. Okay, the first question, Lordy. Do we expect to see Lordy's juices in the future?
Funny you say that. I
Yeah.
have been working on a few. I'm hopefully bring out like a limited run maybe. We'll
How many
see how we
flavors are you
go.
looking at?
Well, see, I'm only candy and fruit,
All right.
so, and bubblegum. So maybe a few down that sort of pathway. And in true Lordy's fashion, I'll make what I use. You know it's good if the guy making it is using it. Like, he's not going to make something crap.
Right.
And
Lordy's,
that's always been my philosophy. Same as I
right.
build what I use.
Right. Perfect. Lordy's juices will be all be looking forward actually. Lordy's
No
raspberry.
raspberry jelly. I bet
Lordy, are you selling bourbon? Lordy's bourbon. What the hell?
no,
No.
no,
No, he's not selling bourbon, guys. So Lordy,
no.
you are actually migrating in a bigger and a faster pace, I would say. From organizing, I think your latest is also the TSC contact as well. That is a
Yeah.
beautiful job. You pretty much, I would say, it's a very beautiful platform that is ready, and I can channel it there, which is perfect as well. Man,
We've
you
had
are
we've had a couple of successful group buys. Like we did an XOV2 back a while ago.
yep,
That went down pretty well. The TSCs, hopefully that'll be an ongoing relationship with the
yep,
maker.
yep,
So hopefully I can keep stock on the website. But at the moment, there's
yep.
some manufacturing delays.
Right.
Hopefully they'll be sorted within the week or so.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's pretty much just trying to bring things that I would like to see
Right.
as a user myself, not as actual Lordies.
Yep. Yep. So, Loris, just a quick tip for newbies, whoever has just started RBA, start into coil, not coil building, just started to use coils, right? What is your best advice, or what would you ask them?
Pretty much what they want them for,
Right.
what they're
Let's
planning
say,
to use them for.
right.
Because mech mods require a bit more knowledge than your regulated stuff. So, and it's the same. Build safe. Like, do some research. Don't push your batteries. Pretty much, don't push your batteries. Buy decent batteries. Make sure they're wrapped properly. Just all the basic 101 of rebuilding is it all starts with your batteries.
Right.
Even in regulated mods, get decent batteries. Don't go to bloody eBay and stuff. Don't save $1 because that dollar you save may not save your face or your pocket.
So true.
Yeah. Because I work part-time in a vape shop as well.
Oh, which vape shop is that?
Juice Cartel.
Juice Cartel. Right.
Yeah, they're really good friends of mine. I've been working there for a while.
So Juice Cartel is here in Australia itself in
Bendigo.
Bendigo.
Victoria.
Shout out to Juice Cartel.
Juice
Shout out to
Cartel.
Juice Cartel. Shout out to them. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So how long have you been there for?
Geez, over 12 months, I think now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Beautiful.
So I work there 3 to 4 days a week. And then I work on Lordy's a couple of days a week, and then hopefully try to get time off.
Very busy man, brother. Very busy man. So then what's your next tip for the experienced RBA users, coil users like Scotty Nash? What is your what would you advise them to keep on advising? Let's say as a coil maker, if they are doing something different out of the ordinary, would you advise them against doing it? Sometimes people are too experienced that they will try something crazy and just boom, you get what I mean? Yeah.
I think is always go back to basics. It doesn't matter how much experience you've had or how much you think you know.
Right.
You can always learn more, but always refer to your basics. So that just goes back to battery safety, Ohm's law.
Yeah.
Yeah. So always refer to your basics. Make sure all the boxes are ticked before you do. Look, me personally, you will never see extremely low ohm builds. I will never sell them. Extremely low ohm. It is not safe. It doesn't matter how experienced you are, it is not safe.
Right. But why would they do that? Why would they do that? That's the question. Why would they do that?
They just want faster ramp-up times.
Right.
It's all about the mech monsters from Sinister is probably the lowest, which is a 0.09.
Oh.
So 0.07, 0.09 in that. It's ohming out at 0.09. But anything too low, you're just asking for trouble. And get yourselves one of these. They are gold, man.
The magic wand.
Your magic wand. It stops your coils from going oblong.
Yeah, I do have it now. Wherever I go.
We're a wizard, Harry.
Perfect. Guys, get a magic wand. Very important.
Yeah. Look, there should be a part of anyone's build kit is a magic wand and ceramic tweezers. Do not go pinching your missus's tweezers for her eyebrows.
Okay, Lordy, there's one question that comes in. Lordy, okay, I think they have brought this up earlier. I forgot to mention this. The coils use different type of metals, yes?
Yeah.
So there is a few coils that are people actually allergic to. How do we know they are actually allergic to coils or different materials?
It's allergic to the material. That they would have to seek medical advice.
100%. Yeah, but how do we know?
I do build for one customer. He's 100% cancel. He can't have any NI80 or stainless. He has severe allergic reactions to it.
Right.
So when I build his stuff, for argument's sake,
thanks, buddy.
All the wire I use for his is in plastic bags.
Yeah.
And I only use that for his stuff.
Right.
So same as when it goes into the ultrasonic cleaner, it'll be only his coils that go in, not a mixed bunch.
Right.
So yeah. So there are people that are allergic to NI80 and stuff like that.
But what are the symptoms? Do you know?
I think they get like just your normal allergy symptoms. So rash, throat closing a little bit, stuff like that.
Right. So whoever is out there who's trying out, do an allergy test. That is the most important thing. You don't want to, get turned off by vaping when you vape the wrong stuff. So
Yeah,
if you really
yeah.
want to vape, get an allergy test. I'm not too sure how you guys gonna do it. Maybe just give it a try, see if there's any rash. Yeah.
A lot of it though, a lot with allergies though, check that you're not allergic to PG.
PG.
PG
Ah,
is
yes.
the biggest one that I've noticed in a lot of people. If they vape too high a PG,
Yeah.
they mistake it. So
Itchy throat. Yeah, itchy throat, body rash, face. Yeah. Beautiful. You see everything all is coming in. Nichrome allergy, usually rashes. Yeah. Throat new to the throat, itchy throat, body face rash. Nickel have a severe allergy to some peats. All right. A study made that 10% of human beings has nickel allergy. 10% of the humans. If you're one of the 10%, please be very careful. Please let your coil model knows or really select the proper coils before you guys start vaping.
and most coil builders will build custom.
Right.
So it is a bit more of an effort because you've got to talk back and forth.
Yep.
But most coil builders will be happy to build custom for people.
Right. 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 There you
Even
go,
even
guys.
down to like Theo. If Theo got me to get certain types of wires and stuff, and I was more than happy to build for him.
Right. 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 So these are the few things, guys. I think safety is one of the things, like what Lottie has said. Battery safety, your Ohm's law. Do not go above and beyond to prove a point.
And
The thing is to
take your
enjoy.
time.
Yeah.
Take your time. Like that's another thing. Slow down when you're trying to rebuild or when you're trying to wick. Like it's easy to make mistakes and it's
Yep.
harder to fix them. So, if you slow down to start with, you won't make the mistakes and you should end up with something good to vape.
Oh, 100%.
Especially in these. They are a pain in the backside when they don't vape right. I have a syringe with a Luger lock on it, and I suck out of borrows and
Just dump it. Put it new. My God.
yeah.
It's a
Commercial
waste.
juice is expensive.
But so Lottie, when is this Lottie's juice coming out? I'm very keen now since you have mentioned
Oh
it.
mate, it could be 6 months, it could be 12. It's
Uh
something I talk because Juice Cartel, they manufacture their own juice. So
yeah,
they have their own ISO 7 lab and stuff like that.
facility. Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. So, and they've been big supporters of Lordy's Customs. Mick, one of the
Right.
owners of Juice Cartel, was the one that pushed me into, you should start. So he's been a big supporter. So Mick Carr, shout out there.
Yep.
But yeah, look, I have the opportunity.
Yep.
Having the time is another story, as we all
Oh,
know. You can have 100 projects on the go and 2 of them get focused and 98 go on the back burner.
I think it's more on focus and specific. Lottie, do you make any calls using NI90?
Only one, which is a catch 22.
Oh,
So,
the faster
which is
ramp up.
more, yeah, it's NI90 core with a NI80 wrap.
There you go, brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Any more questions for Lottie? Lottie, we still have 20 viewers watching you from all over the world.
That's the go. You better give them a big cloud. What do you reckon?
Give them a big cloud. Give them a Lottie's cloud. All right, guys. That is Lottie's website. All right. LordyCustoms.com/shop. Your one-stop vape shop for coils, for any accessories. There we go. There we go. The choo-choo train is there.
Can't do that with a borrow. No.
Yeah. You can never do that with a burrow. I've tried.
No.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. So that is LordyCustoms.com/shop. You guys can visit him, or alternatively, you guys can go to Facebook and find Lordy's Customs. Is it VIP group?
Yes.
I think it's Lordy's VIP group or something like that, Lordy. Yep. So just check on the comments. I think someone just posted up there as well. This is your man. He is always there on live. Sometimes in the midday or in the morning, Sunday breakfast morning, just to give a throw a cloud. Right, give your best support if you guys want to try one. And yeah, man, shout out to all Lordy's fans. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lordy, thank you so much for your time. I
Thanks for
really
having me
appreciate.
here.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really appreciate for all the support that you have given to the vape scene here in Australia.
Don't forget, guys. Like 100% of the money goes towards Hadir and these channels. And
thank you so
stuff.
much. Thank you so much for that. I mean,
Please
we
get
work
us there.
together. We work together 100%. Thank you so much, guys. This one we will post this video into YouTube on my YouTube channel, and you guys can take a look. That this guy is down to earth. He's just like you and me, a consumer as well, and he's very approachable. You guys can just post a message, and he will reply to you ASAP. Trust me. That's what we did. This life touched me, and now I'm expanding with you, Lordy. All right.
I'm gonna have a drink now.
I already have one too, bro, with you.
Yeah, let's go. I've still got a few more stubby holders there.
Oh yeah, man, guys, get your stubby orders from Lordy Customs. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Lordy.
We might do some other merch later on down the track. We'll see how we go.
100%. All right, thank you, Lordy, for your time. We'll catch up after soon after this. Then yeah, man. Thank you, Lordy.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. All right, guys. There you have it, guys. My life with Lordy. Very down to earth, guys. You guys can just talk to him. He won't bite, trust me. And also, yeah, man, he is one of the I would say outspoken call makers who has been going live, showing them how to troubleshoot and stuff, repairs on the BBs. Yeah, man, just pop in, give your support and love. If you are not unsure, let me know. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into Bozzkuvapekrew Live. I'll see you guys on the next live. Not too sure about models live. I'm still trying to catch a few models off guard. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. All right, see ya. Bye.